I am Dr. W.B. Gangale from Kamala Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today we are going to discuss the DL system of nomenclature, and before that we are going to discuss what is the configuration, absolute and relative configuration. As we know what is the configuration, it is the arrangement of atoms or group of atoms which determine or which characterize the stereoisomer of the organic compound. And there are two types of configuration, absolute and the relative configuration. Absolute configuration is the arrangement, actual arrangement of atoms or the group of atoms of the particular stereoisomer of the organic compound in the space, and relative configuration is the arrangement of atom or group of atom as compared to the arrangement of the relative to the arrangement of atoms or group of atoms of the another compound which act as a standard. So before 1951 there was no any method to determine the absolute configuration. So scientists are using the relative configuration, and D-glyceraldehyde and L-glyceraldehyde act as a standard, and therefore other organic compound can be named as per the DL system of nomenclature. So as compared to the standard compound, D-glyceraldehyde and the L-glyceraldehyde, lactic acid is also there, what is the D-lactic acid and L-lactic acid, and other compounds have been given in the same way. So we are discussing this DL system in today's part. So today's topic is this again now stereochemistry of organic compound, part number 9, and in this part we are discussing today the DL system of nomenclature only. And as we know what is configuration, what is absolute configuration, and stereo and the relative configuration. And there are two systems of nomenclature of organic compound. One is DL system of nomenclature, and second is the RES system of nomenclature of organic compound. And as we know, before 1951 there was no any method available for to know the configuration of the organic compound, that is absolute configuration of the organic compound, and therefore the relative configuration of all organic compounds were known, and with respect to glyceraldehyde, and this glyceraldehyde is taken as a standard. So two enantiomer of this compound were known, and that are the D and L symbols given to these isomers, and positive isomers was given the symbol D when there are two isomers, positive and negative, and positive isomer given the symbol D, and whereas negative isomer is given the symbol L. So there are two series, D series and the L series of the isomers, and which are shown as a structure of these two type of structures. And these two structures of the glyceraldehyde is shown here, DL, this D-glyceraldehyde and L-glyceraldehyde. In case of D-glyceraldehyde, OH is present on the right hand side, hydrogen is to the left hand side, aldehyde to the top, and CH2OH on the bottom. But in case of the L-glyceraldehyde, the configuration is different. So these two isomers are shown here as D and L symbols given. Positive enantiomer is given the symbol D, and the configuration is 3 shown in the first structure, in which the OH group present toward the right and hydrogen atom toward the left, and aldehyde CHO group is present at the top, and CH2OH group lie at the bottom of the formula of the Fischer projection. On the other side, negative glyceraldehyde was given the symbol L shown in the structure number 4, in which OH group is present toward the left and hydrogen atom toward the right. So these are the structures shown here. These are the standards at that age, D-glyceraldehyde and L-glyceraldehyde. So these two structures shown here, these are the standard, and relative to, with respect to this standard glyceraldehyde, the relative configuration of other compound is known, and the relative configuration of the compound then established on the basis of this glyceraldehyde. As we know, any compound that can be prepared from the or the converted into D-glyceraldehyde will belong to D series, and in the same way compound that can be prepared from or converted into L-glyceraldehyde will belong to the EL series. So two series are there, D series and EL series. These correlation are based upon the general principle that if reaction does not involve the cleavage of bond to the chiral center, then the configuration about the chiral center is retained. For example, here is given, one example is given. In this case, the D-glyceraldehyde can be converted into L-glyceric acid by simple oxidation, and here the configuration of glyceric acid is obtained. It must be D. So this is the one simple reaction, and that D-glyceraldehyde can be converted into a negative glyceric acid by this simple oxidation, and therefore the configuration of glyceric acid must be a D. So here this is the D-glyceraldehyde, a simple oxidation with the bromine water, and here is now oxidation is now here configuration is same, only the aldehyde group undergo oxidation and become a carboxylic acid group. So aldehyde group is oxidized and forming carboxylic acid, and the remaining groups are as it is. So this is glyceraldehyde, therefore the name of this compound is this is glyceric acid, but known as a D-glyceric acid. In the similar way, in this way the compound were known at that time, D-glyceric acid, and in this similar way another reaction is there and compound given the name, that is similarly positive lactic acid obtained from L-glyceraldehyde by the sequence of the reaction shown as a L configuration. So they are assigned L configuration. In the similar way that positive lactic acid is obtained from the L-glyceraldehyde by the sequence of this reaction is assigned the L configuration. So this is the L-glyceraldehyde. In the similar way it is there, only the CHO group is now here, and this is the group, but OH and EH are there. So this is also known as a lactic acid, but it is a L-lactic acid. So name is given. So this is the glyceraldehyde. L-glyceraldehyde undergo the oxidation with bromine water, and this aldehyde group converted into glyceric acid. This is now L-glyceric acid. Again now the reaction with the PBr3, and what is we get L-bromo lactic acid. So bromine here, bromine is comes here in place of OH, bromine is there, but other groups are same. So here OH group is replaced by Br, so bromo lactic acid. Again now the configuration is done, and then after reduction we get here HBr is removed, and what is now here CH3 group is there. So in place of acid we obtain this lactic acid, L-lactic acid. So this is the series of reaction, and the final product is a lactic acid, which is given the symbol assigned the L configuration. So L-glyceraldehyde give L-lactic acid. So these are the systems of nomenclature of D and L to the organic compound in that stage. Now as we know, configuration assigned by Fischer to D and L-glyceraldehyde were purely temporary at that time, but in 1951 X-ray diffraction studies on sodium rubidium tartarate shows that the relative configuration of D-glyceric acid and L-lactic acid represent their absolute configuration. So X-ray is given, the L-lactic acid and D-glyceric acid represent these are the absolute configuration of the compound, and it may also be noted that there is no simple relationship between absolute configuration of the particular enantiomer and its direction of rotation of the plane polarized light. Or in other words, we can say that compound having same configuration may have different signs of rotation. Compound having same configuration may have different sign of rotation. For example, D-glyceraldehyde and D-glyceric acid have the same configuration but different sign of optical rotation. Similarly, compound having different absolute configuration may have same sign of rotation. For example, L-glyceraldehyde and D-lactic acid have opposite configuration but the same sign of rotation, which are shown here also. So here D-glyceraldehyde and D-glyceric acid have the same configuration, they may have same sign of rotation. They have different but the same sign of rotation. So in this way, L glyceraldehyde and L lactic acid is shown here. This is the L glyceraldehyde negative. This is the D lactic acid. In both the case, this is L and D. Configurations are L and D, but here this is also having negative and negative. So this is the glyceraldehyde and lactic acid having the same sign, and D and L configurations are there. And in this way, we can the arrangement is same. Aldehyde and carboxylic acid are on the top, and in this case, now another example is also there. In this way, D and L configuration, relative configuration was known at that time. For compound containing several chiral carbon atoms, this is now when the chiral carbon is 1, but when the compound contains more than 2 chiral carbon atom, in that case, so compound containing several chiral carbon atom, the configuration at one stereocenter is related to the glyceraldehyde, while the configuration at the other stereoisomer are determined relative to the first. So in case of glucose, the stereochemistry at the penultimate carbon atom, that is carbon 5, is correlated to the glyceraldehyde, while the configuration at the other stereoisomers are determined relative to the first. Therefore, naturally occurring glucose, the OH group at carbon 5, is assumed to be toward the right. It is denoted as D-glucose. Structure is shown here. So this is the carbon number 5, and this is the OH on the right, and the left having hydrogen. So 5 carbon, and this is 6. So this is the configuration of D-glucose. So which contain the more than 2 stereocenters. So these are the structures of the D-glucose. So generally D-glucose is used in the in the study, and so we can know we can say that compound which contains several chiral carbon atoms, in that case the configuration at one stereocenter is related to the glyceraldehyde, and configuration at the other stereocenter are determined relative to the first. So example is shown here. Most stereocenters, the D-glucose is the example, and structure is shown here for the D-glucose. So D or L nomenclature or the configuration is given to the organic compound, and relative to the glyceraldehyde as a standard compound. There are certain limitations to this DL system, and first limitation is sometimes same compound can be correlated by the sequence of reaction to non-D compound, and by different sequence of reaction to the non-L compound. So this is another limitation. Second limitation is that this method is quite tedious, that is to apply to such compound which contain 2 or more chiral carbon atoms. So this method is complicated to apply to the compound which contain more than 2 or more chiral carbon atoms. And so these are the 2 limitations, and because of these difficulties, DL system is seldom used these days except carbohydrate and amino acid. So this system of DL system is generally used in case of the carbohydrate or amino acid, and not for the in chemistry or in other to know the nomenclature of the organic compound. So these are 2 limitations, and this is not mostly used method, DL system. So commonly used method to know of the nomenclature of the organic compound is the RES system of nomenclature. So what is R, what is S, and RES system of nomenclature we will discuss in the next part. So today, in today's part, we have discussed what is configuration, what is absolute configuration, what is relative configuration of the organic compound, and also important old system of nomenclature of organic compound is the DL system of nomenclature. So what is D, what is L, DL system of nomenclature today we have seen. So at that time no system was there, no nomenclature method was there, and therefore with respect to glyceraldehyde other compounds have been known, whether it is D or whether it is L.